The Class B football championship game was definitely a tale of two programs. On the one hand, there was HFL, a team that has always been successful, but was making its first trip ever to the finals. And then there was Livonia. The Bulldogs are like the perennial bridesmaids, making 4 of the last 6 title matchups, only to come up short each time. It's been a frustrating last few years, no doubt, but it hasn't changed the way they do things.
You know, there's a lot of pride in Livonia football. I mean, we win as much as any program in Section 5, but we unfortunately make it to the finals a lot. We just seem to come a little short. But you know, year in and year out, we're always solid. We're always a good program, and people, you know, whether it was Coach Hall to Coach Drummel to myself, it's a family. We try to do it the right way, and you find out that if you do things the right way, usually you end up being a pretty good program.
And they weren't going to change what they did to get there either. For the Bulldogs, ball control is king. And the man at the controls is Alex Minahan. He would start Livonia's first drive of the night with a pass completion and then close it out with a 2-yard keeper.
Definitely starts with the big guys up front. Those guys, we run behind them, we do everything. Everything we do is because of them. And they really showed out tonight and played a great game. Yeah, offensively for me, it's easy. I just run behind those guys. They do the work for me. Like I said, it's all them. Defensively, I just try to stay with my guy and make a play on the ball for our team. Do what I can to help us.
Like Coach says, our greatest defense is our offense. We grab the ball, and as long as we control the clock, we control how much time they get. So as long as we get the ball and we hold the ball, they don't get much time at all. So I definitely think me on defense is my biggest thing is I just try to go for the ball. I go hard every play and just try to get to the quarterback.
Minahan played a complete game on both sides of the ball, not only connecting with Stefan Gwynn for a touchdown later in the first, he also came up with now 1. But 2 interceptions. It was the type of performance that his coach said he would have expected from him.
It's like having another coach on the field. I mean, he knows exactly what I'm thinking. I know what he's thinking. He's able to command the offense and the defense, and call coverages on defense, and obviously the offense he runs at a quarterback. And it's just a very special situation to have someone like that on the field that is on the same page with you at any moment. And when it comes down to crunch time, and you got to have that play, he's the type of special player that's going to make it happen.
These two clubs are very familiar with one another. They spent the summer doing drills and scrimmaging at off-season camps. This matchup is something they had seen happening months ago.
I knew it was going to be tough. I knew it was going to be tight. They read well. They're a smart team. We see each other quite often. They became part of our camp this summer, so we saw them 4 times in the summer where we were able to do drills and skills together, and then we scrimmaged them and had a couple scrimmages with them. So we're very, very familiar, Coach Russ and myself, with each other's teams. And this summer when we were working through July and August together as programs, we said, hey, our goal is to meet in the end, and hopefully it's us 2 teams. That's the way it played out. So we have former players that now play for HFL, and so there's a lot of connections, and so it's kind of cool that the 2 teams came down to the end. And I know it's our first trip here, and our first win in 26 years. So it was great to have this team here, and I knew they were going to play us well though, because they're well coached and they have smart kids and they read well, and I knew it was going to be a battle.
They come to our place in summer for a scrimmage. We go down and practice with them. We knew exactly what we were going to get. They just made more plays than we did, so hats off to them. It's a high-class program down there. I said earlier in the week that when we were walking down the field for our semifinal game and they were walking off, their kids were rooting us on, wishing us good luck. All their coaches are high-fiving us and wanted to play us. Not because they wanted to necessarily beat us, but we practiced with each other, we scrimmaged against each other, we've developed a relationship with them. It was just going to be a great football game, against 2 great rivals.
Down the stretch, the Livonia defense did what it does best, making plays when it needed to, and posting a second straight shutout. For the Cougars, it was a disappointing end to their championship debut, but it also can go a long way towards helping the program in the future.
To put it in perspective right now, can you do that right now?
Yeah, we've never been here before, so it was something new for us, and I think for some of the younger kids sitting in the stands that are coming up through our youth program, they see this and they're going to want to do a little extra work, and they're going to want to be here at some point. Our juniors and underclassmen coming back, I think they got a taste of it, and they're excited about the future.
This is a Bulldogs group that knows how that works. They've been together ever since the days of Pee Wee football, and were winning titles back then as well.
I've coached all these kids since they're 8 years old, and I worked with them all through youth football, and they haven't changed much. So Alex was running the offense back then, and Stefan was making big plays back then too. And they've worked hard every year, all those years. So the last 10 years we've been together. It's been a great journey, and they won 4 youth championships, so it's no surprise that they're winning a Section 5 championship now.
As much as it means to the team and the program, for the town of Livonia to end a 26-year drought, it might mean even more.
And I think that's what makes Livonia special, is because we have a small community, but it's a community that's really invested in the kids and the team. And, we all have a very close, special relationship. They're like sons for me, and my son plays on the team, and, it's a special thing.
It's just everyone in the community, as you see, everyone comes out when we play. Everyone comes out when we play. So it's definitely a great feeling to bring it back to the community. It's more than just us as a team, and it's more of a community thing. So we're happy just to bring it back to the community.